everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Zindagi. Today's show is all about Valentine's Day. And as you know, Valentine's Day is coming up this weekend.
That's right. And if you're wondering where you could take your loved one on this special day, we've got just the perfect place, and we'll let you know. But first, here's a word from our sponsors.
Welcome back. To get into the Valentine's Day mood, we will be revealing our top 5 romantic songs of all time.
And right now, we're at the Jambo Grill restaurant here in Vancouver, and it's been voted the talk of the town, and they've had celebrities to the Prime Minister of Canada come here.
Come join us to find out why this restaurant is so popular.
This menu looks so delicious. There's so much to order. What do you feel like having, Jasmine?
I sort of want the lollipop chicken. What about you?
I think I'm gonna try the bel puri. Thank you. That looks delicious.
Yeah, yummy. Enjoy, you guys?
Of course. Now, joining me is Jamil, who's one of the owners of the restaurant. Thanks for being here.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Now, let's talk about the restaurant first. So, when did you guys first open up?
Oh, this restaurant was established in 2005, and it's a family business, and it was originally Good Morning Panwala, and when we took it over, we ran it for a bit as Good Morning Panwala and changed it to Jambo Grill and gave it an African Indian twist to our food.
And what was the inspiration behind that idea?
Well, it was really mixing all cultures into one and bringing our history into the food. So our ancestors came from Iran, Persia, and then my mom and dad, they're born in India and parts of Africa, and then migrating to Canada. So taking the style of cooking and the ingredients and the spices from all the different continents and countries we're from and bring it into our style of cooking and food that we present here today at Jambo.
Very, very cool. You get a little taste of everything.
Yeah,
so let's talk about...
Taste at home, This.
Exactly. Now let's talk about the 2 dishes you've brought out for us.
Yeah, so the bel puri here is a popular Indian snack that you would usually have in the streets of India, and here we have our lollipop chicken, which is an African style dish, and they're drumettes with the meat pulled over to make them look like lollipops. And then we have our lemon herb secret sauce that we pour on top. And this is the best part about it all, actually. This is what gives it that tangy flavor and taste to it. And so when you dip this into there with our garlic naan, it's great.
This is one of our Jambo Grill drink, which we call it Maji. Maji in Swahili means water. And in summer, when it's very hot, water with lemon, cucumber, and mint. And enjoy, watch me. Some ice. Some mint leaves, few lemon. You can even put some orange if you like, lemon, lime. The best part is the cucumber. Some of the cucumber to get the mint aroma. Lemon to break up a little bit and gives you that nice summery flavor. It's so soothing, so cool. You can even put a little bit of an orange if you like. Fill it up with water. Throw in a stem of mint. Shake it a bit, stir a bit. Check this out.
This drink looks very refreshing, that's for sure. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, back home, it's always hot in Africa, India, and the best way to cool your heat is with water, and essentially with even other things like lemon and cucumbers and mint, and so that really kills the heat. And we came up with a twist on just serving regular water. We give customers an option to get our Maji drink, which is Swahili for water. And it's actually quite refreshing because it's infused with all these ingredients and shaken, and you could always top it off with more water because your ingredients are still in there. And well,
it's nice, especially if you've had some spicy food, to have a little bit, something a little bit different.
Yeah, it definitely cools the spice for sure.
Now let's talk about the hours of operation and when people can come in and experience being in your restaurant. Yes.
Yeah. Well, we're open actually 7 days a week and on all holidays, so there's no days off for us. And we're open from 11 a.m. for lunch, and we close at 10 p.m. on the weekdays. And on the weekends and long weekends, we are open till 11 o'clock. And we like to make our food fresh, made to order, and all our dishes are halal meats as well. So, yeah.
That's the best way to do it. So now let's talk about your Valentine's Day special that's coming up. And so explain a little bit about that.
Sure. So we have a special on our Valentine's where two can dine for various prices from $39 to up to $59. And so they're preset meals and they come with the full course from appetizers, dinner, and dessert. And we thought to bring something fun, we wanted to have a little questionnaire because, food is all about, bringing people together and conversation. And on Valentine's Day, we thought it would be great if we had a little questionnaire that each couple can ask themselves, like funny things like, first, what are their favorite things they like about each other? Or if they were to label candy after their kisses, what would they call it? Or if they both lived on another planet, what would they name that planet? So I thought a little conversation to kind of bring to the table would lighten the mood a little bit. Questions that won't get you into trouble,
Yeah, no, it's fun, and you get to learn a little bit more about each other, maybe things you wouldn't know.
Yeah, and then if you actually fill out the form and you check in on our website or check in on Facebook, then you could enter the bottom portion of the questionnaire and put it into our draw to get a dinner for two, $50 gift certificate.
Why wouldn't you want to do that, right? Yeah. So now, what would you suggest for a main dish? What's popular?
Well, what's really popular is our biryanis because we have so many biryani options and we have a little section on our menu called Biryani Heaven. And so we serve biryanis from like lamb, tilapia, halibut, vegetarian, chicken, beef, so all types of biryanis. So they're different in style to maybe what people are used to having. So today we're going to probably serve the lamb biryani, which is my personal favorite. So
I'm excited.
We are making lamb biryani. This is one of our most popular dishes here. We have a lot of different kinds of biryanis. We have chicken biryani, lamb biryani, prawns biryani, vegetable biryani, halibut fish biryani. I'm going to add some sour cream. I already made the base, which is fresh tomatoes and garlic, ginger, and spices. And we're going to add some sour cream and some saffron, which a lot of restaurants try and get out of that one ingredient, but it is one of the most popular ingredients is the saffron here. There are many different kind of biryanis. There is the Hyderabadi biryani, which is cooked in layers, and the other one is called Kashmiri biryani, where they make the masala and everything together in the rice. Ours we cook is a mixture of Kashmiri and Iranian biryani. A lot of our dishes have a lot of Iranian touch to it, and we use saffron in a lot of our dishes. So I'm going to now add the meat and let the sauce cook in the meat. We're going to cook this for about 5-10 minutes and let the sauce get into the meat where the real taste and the flavor comes out. Okay, so we let the sauce simmer for about 12 minutes, and you can see that the oil is started to separate now from the rest of the sauce. And this is when I'm going to put some garam masala. And I'm going to put fried onions. This is about 5 cups of fried onions. And I have here fried potatoes that I have already fried from before. I'm going to mix that all together. On the side here, I have some oil where I have put some garam masala, whole masalas in there. And I put one cilantro, let it get very dark. So when the oil is hot, we're going to add it on top of the sauce. And just pour that mixture and cover it for 10 minutes and your biryani is done.
So this is our signature lamb biryani dish that falls under our Biryani Heaven section. And so you saw my mom in the kitchen cooking it earlier, and so she's put together this great entree, and this is my favorite. So you can see the chunks of meat of lamb and potatoes and all that stuff in there, and it sits on a bed of basmati rice that's mixed with some other ingredients that I don't really know. She knows. Yeah.
It looks delicious. We get the privilege of eating this. And now, before we do that, let's talk about some of the, you guys have a huge selection, the dishes you have here. So let's talk about what's popular.
Yeah, so on our menu we have a lot of different sections and categories on here, and from the starters there's so many options, and from the boneless ribs to the fried kebabs and to the pakoras we serve. And then on the Out of Africa page we have a lot of meats and ribs and chicken tikka and the kuku pusan, I like, my personal favorite is the chicken tikka, the pili pili style. And then we have an out of India page that has more of our curries and thalis, and we have a vegetarian section, so for all flavors. And then we have a few specials and sides and things like that. But yeah, we have a great selection on our menu, and we do catering as well for events and larger events.
Let's talk a little bit about the catering. So, do you guys hold events here? You guys can, you know, go to people's events and serve your delicious food for them?
Yeah, we've had events here where we can book the whole restaurant for a private party, or if it's for a business meeting, we could serve a small entree and serve it there. And then we also do like weddings and events, and so even like if it's kids' birthday parties and stuff. And we also have we have a paan bar. So for our catering, if you want a paan bar set up, we could have a paan wala there making you a paan. Today we're gonna make some paan, fresh paan right from the basket, imported straight from India. We pre-wash these so they're nice and clean. We lay 2 of them out, and then we start with a little bit of our syrup as a base. Now this is a secret ingredient that I can't really tell you about. And then we add our gulkan, which is kind of like a rose kind of petal syrup mix. That again is a little bit of a secret on how we put it together. And then there's several ingredients that go in it, and we're making a sweet paan, a Mitha Paan here. So we have our fennel seeds that we sprinkle on top. I personally like a little bit extra, so I'm gonna put some more. You girls are gonna love this. And then we have the dal. And then we put the sari supari. Now this is the key ingredient that gives it that, I guess you could say, kick. And this is the sweet stuff, not the bitter stuff. So a great Valentine treat after your dinner. And then to top it off with some coconut. And this is a simple Mitha Paan. We have a little special ingredient that goes in there too. A little stir. And just a little drop. It's very potent and strong. And this gives it that bit of that paan flavor. And there is a technique to also wrapping it as well. You're almost kind of wrapping it like a samosa, right? And then you fold it over like this. And once it looks like that, you just keep it on the paper and wrap it like a triangle. Now, is this your first time trying a paan? Yes. Oh, okay. Well, then it'll be quite the experience. It's a great thing to have after dinner. It's great for your digestion, but it's a very unique taste. So, but once you're on it, you're hooked. So be careful.
Now, as we enjoy paan for the first time ever, we're gonna leave you with our #1 favorite song of all time, and that is Tum Hi Ho from the hit film Meri Aashiki 2. That's actually good. That was delicious. I loved it.
So did I. I think all the flavors just came together in that one bite. It was just delicious.
It was very tasty.
Great. Well, ladies, here's your dessert.
Thank you. What is it?
It's our homemade kofi. And I say homemade, it's not made from scratch, it's homemade, it's great, yummy.
I'm excited. Everything so far has been delicious, so this will definitely top it off.
Awesome, enjoy.
And for one last time for our viewers, can you mention the hours of operation and the website?
Yeah, they can visit us online at jambogrill.ca, and we're open every day till late to serve you. All our details are online, so we look forward to seeing you guys.
Such a great experience. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for having me.
And that's all for today's episode. Don't forget to join us next week on Thursdays at 10 a.m. and Sundays at 12:30 p.m. Until next time, I'm your host, Nikita.
And I'm Jasmine for Zindagi.
Happy Valentine's Day.
क्योंकि तुम ही हो, अब तुम ही हो, जिंदगी अब तुम ही हो, चैन भी, मेरा दर्द भी, मेरी आशिकी अब तुम